here. So we just read this text and translated it. It's about logistics, and now I have to answer some questions in exercise 2. By the way, we have this this logistic cycle here where we have services, suppliers, logistics, warehousing, transportation, port, airport, etc. So it's like a cycle, right? Like a cycle going from one place to another. And now read the occupational manual, then mark the following statements are as true or false. Logisticians move products from customers to suppliers. Logisticians move products from customers to suppliers. No, this is false because they move products from suppliers to customers. Suppliers are those who supply the product.
Hmm? Yep.
2, logisticians are responsible for fixing distribution problems. I guess so.
Yes, yes, because in the normal course of business, like bad things happen and
Mhm.
corrective measures have to be performed to compensate for the problems that crop up.
Yep. 3, military service and work experience are substitutes for degrees. That's also true. We were talking about that last time. Let's go to vocabulary 3. Write a word or phrase that is similar in meaning to the underlined part. A professional who organizes supply chain needs excellent communication skills. A logistician.
Hmm.
A logistician. Let's
Dian.
see. Yeah.
Ian.
2, Helen quit her job because she could no longer handle the quick work environment, fast-paced environment. Do you say that in American English? Fast-paced, fast-paced?
Yes, it's an ordinary expression. It's not it only comes up occasionally, but yeah, people, when people hear it, like they know they're talking what they're talking about.
All right. 3, sometimes used products re-enter the system that moves items from sellers to clients. Supply chain. So supply
Hmm.
chain is something that moves items from sellers to clients. Mhm.
Ah,
And 4, employment has grown 26% in several profit-making businesses. Uh, Profit-making businesses. Enterprises, maybe?
what? Let's see.
No, it's not enterprises. It's ended to something
That's a
DT.
mystery to me too.
Maybe
Uh,
industry. Industry.
I think you're right. I
Yeah,
think
uh,
so. Profit.
industries because it's plural. Businesses and
Okay.
industries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So we have logistician, это логист, fast-paced, это быстрый, supply chain, это цепочка поставок, и industries, это индустрии. And we go to exercise 4. Read the sentence pairs. Прочитайте пары предложений. Choose which word or phrase best fits each blank. Выберите, какое слово или фраза наилучшим образом подходит в пробел. So we have associate's degree and bachelor's degree. This is interesting. So
Hmm.
Christy earned blank from a local community college. I think this is associate's degree or associate's degree. Because last time you were saying, Mr. Steve was talking about this last time, that people or American students get associate's degree in community colleges, right?
That is true. That is
Yeah.
true.
And B, a bachelor's degree is usually earned after 4 years of attending college.
Yeah,
Bakalava,
and
yeah.
yeah, very often, like the people that hand out bachelor's degrees will call themselves universities. Years ago I got,
In Russia, this is how it's, yeah, we call it universities. Because in
yeah,
Russia, if it's a college, it's not a higher education institution.
Mm.
Hmm. So basically, they don't get bachelor's. Anyway, so associate's degree, community college, and bachelor's degree, 4-year college. Steve, very quick question. Associate's degree, can people go to work in offices after gaining associate's degree? And if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 years of study, right?
Yes, and employers will sometimes prefer a person with an associate's degree because they don't have to pay them as much as if the person's, like bragging about like their bachelor's degree. Uh,
Oh, so you mean that if like there is some sort of a minimum wage that employers have to pay for, let's say, holders of bachelor's degrees?
no, minimum wage, this discussion of minimum wage um,
It's not about degree.
is
It's not about
is
degree.
is for like the bottom level of
Yeah.
employment.
Okay.
It's the least amount of money that a business is forced to pay an employee. And
Yeah.
there's ways around that. Like there are businesses, and I've worked for them that like pay on commission, which means there is $0 per hour guaranteed.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's go to number two. Analyze and coordinate. There's two verbs, and we have to use them in these blanks. One, Larry needs to blank product deliveries to suppliers. So I think it would be Larry needs to coordinate
Hmm.
product deliveries to suppliers. Ларе нужно скоординировать доставку продуктов к поставщикам. And second, each quarter, Breen and Bob analyze performance data. Каждый квартал Брин и Боб анализируют данные а, по ну, отработке. Performance — это отработка или выполнение чего-то. Number three, suppliers, consumers. All right, so blank often complain about the high cost of products. I think consumers
Oh yeah, because they're the ones that like fork over the
pay
door.
pay for it.
Yeah, fork over.
Yeah,
Yes, pay.
yeah.
Forking over
Consumers,
the dough is a
потребители.
slang expression. Couldn't.
Consumers, потребители, часто жалуются, complain, жаловаться about the high cost of products, о высокой стоимости продукции. B. Suppliers uh, distribute finished products, parts and raw materials. Поставщики отгружают или поставляют конечные продукты, запчасти или сырье. Raw material, сырье. Okay, great. Great job. We've done exercise 4. Exercise 5 is listening, so we won't do it online with you. Exercise 6 is listening again. Oh, maybe we can listen. Why not? Let me quickly find this one here. No. I don't think I can find it right now. Hmm. Anyway. All right. So, yeah. Anyway, basically what I have to do is I have to listen to this audio and filling the blanks. For instance,
Mm.
like, hi Rachel, how are you? Stephen, I haven't seen you for ages. I'm doing well, something like that. I heard you went to college and became a logistician. What do you do exactly? I help manage a company's supply chain. So getting products from the supplier to customers? Yes, that's the short, ex like short, like, uh,
You're doing pretty good.
yeah, short presentation of it or understanding of it. I make sure finished products get to our customers on time. Do you enjoy it? I do. It's a lot of fun, but hard work. And my company does business globally, so it's also challenging at times. I don't know. Can be something like this. Um, anyway, but I think I got right with supply chain and suppliers and maybe a logistician part. Anyway, what else? What else? What else? Use the conversation from task 8 to fill out the email. So again, this is with a partner, act out the roles based on task 7, then switch roles. I heard you, I help manage, I make sure. Yeah, we were using this in the text. Yeah, so what you do, what your job duties, and whether or not you like your job. Okay, I will tell you about my logistics job just a little bit. So, what I do exactly, there is a range of things um, that I do for in my position. That's from looking for new suppliers for the company I work for to basically making sure that all the custom clearance processes are done correctly and the products that we import from the supplier are delivered on time and without any damage.
A
So
question for you.
yeah.
I have a question for you.
hmm
Have you ever run across a person whose job was a purchasing agent?
I was a purchasing agent
Supply.
for 5 years. It's
Excuse me.
also
Yes,
it's also
because
called,
that's
as far as I understand, it's also called procurement manager.
yeah, but it's like getting the supplies is certainly a essential part of the subject matter we're discussing.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I worked in a manufacturing company, and I often dealt with the people whose job was described as purchasing agents. And I'm not quite
Oh,
sure to what extent, like the purchasing agent is or isn't part of, like the logistics world.
yeah. So logistics is a bigger concept. Oh, I mean, supply chain, because for instance, the company that I worked for basically differentiated supply chain, which is the whole cycle of products, and logistic part was one of this basically cycles.
Hmm.
For example, warehouse was a part of logistics. So logistics is right here, let's say, and there was, for instance, transport logistics, which means all the deliveries, the transportation, trucks, and all this stuff, warehousing, and also basically deliveries to customers. So this is all logistics. We as procurement managers, we were not a part of logistics team. We were a part of purchasing department. It was a big or procurement department, which was
So,
dealing with again, there were different subdivisions of the department. For example, there was international or import department and local procurement department, meaning like domestic.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, so I was working obviously in the import department because my job was to buy and purchase international raw materials or products from different countries. And I was also responsible for uh, communicating with suppliers, ordering, making sure we follow so I had to be in liaison with uh, logistics and also with liaison with sales department because sales department were the ones who were initiating the process of purchasing because we were buying based on their plans. For example, if they were planning to
Mhm.
sell, I don't know, 10 containers of this nuts in July, then we had to order these 10 containers in February because if it was import, we had to deliver these containers in 2 or 3 months ahead of time. So it was a like ongoing process. And basically, I was working import department. There was also domestic department. Anyway, but in all of this is called supply chain. But logistic in the company that I worked for was not a part of procurement. But it's a good question, Steve. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think so. We've done with Unit 1. So Unit 1 was mostly about what logistics is in general terms, right? And I think you did a good job, and we did a good job. Thank you, Steve.